Let's talk about something that quietly decides the direction of your entire life, your habits. Because success isn't luck, okay? It's not even motivation. It's not the fire that burns bright for a week and fades by the next Monday. Success is discipline just long enough for habit to take over. Gary Keller once said, success is actually a short race, a sprint fueled by discipline just long enough for habit to kick in and take over. That's the truth. When you look at people who seem unstoppable, it's not because they are always inspired. It's because their habits have become stronger than their excuses. At the beginning, every change feels like a battle, like waking up early, eating clean, reading daily, exercising, like saving money, speaking kindly to yourself. At first, every one of those things feels unnatural. Like it feels forced, you are dragging yourself through the process, your mind screams, this is hard. And it is, because your old habits, they are like gravity. They keep pulling you back to comfort, like to the version of you that's easy, predictable, and unchallenged. But if you stay consistent long enough, something incredible happens. Like you cross a line, like the resistance fades, the discipline turns into identity. Like what was once effort becomes automatic. Like you no longer have to convince yourself to go to the gym. You just go. You no longer fight yourself to eat better. It's just who you are. Like you no longer wrestle with procrastination because progress feels natural. Like that's the power of habit, okay? It's the magic that transforms self-discipline into self-mastery. Like most people don't fail because they can't change. They fail because they give up before the change becomes automatic. Like they jump from one 2 week diet to another hoping for instant results. They chase like 6 week workout programs thinking change should happen overnight. They want transformation, but they forget transformation takes repetition. Research shows it takes anywhere between 18 to 254 days to form a new habit. And on average, 66 days. Like not 21, not just a few weeks. But 2 months of showing up, struggling, failing, restarting until one day it sticks. Like the first months are always the hardest, okay? Because in the beginning, you are relying on discipline alone. And discipline is fragile when it stands alone. But when discipline is repeated day after day, it turns into momentum, and momentum turns into habit. Like that's when you win. So here's the question. Are you building habits or chasing temporary motivation? Like, are you using discipline to build something permanent, or are you using self-control to sustain something short-lived? Because self-discipline without habit is like sprinting with no finish line. It burns you out. But self-discipline that leads to habit, that's the foundation of mastery. Everything that lasts, your health, your relationships, your career, your confidence, it all depends on the habits you build, okay? As long as you are relying on quick fixes, you will keep circling back to the same starting line. But when you think long term, when you think in routines, not resolutions, you stop running in circles and start moving forward, okay? Let me tell you something powerful. Habits are your identity in motion, okay? Every time you act, you are casting a vote for the kind of person you want to become, okay? Every repetition reinforces that identity. When you choose like to meditate instead of scroll, you are voting for peace. When you choose to study instead of procrastinate, you are voting for growth. When you choose to exercise instead of complain, you are voting for strength. The more you vote for that version of yourself, the stronger that identity becomes until it's no longer something you do, it's something you are. Okay, and that's what lasting success looks like. Okay, not massive change overnight, but small, consistent choices made every single day. Because habits don't just change what you do, they change who you become. So today, stop worrying about like being perfect, okay? Stop waiting for motivation, stop restarting the same cycle of trying again. Just pick one habit, one, and commit to it. Not for a week, not for 21 days, but until it becomes part of you. Let it be hard. Let it be awkward. Let it test you. Because once it becomes your routine, resistance drops to zero, okay? Momentum takes over and you will wonder how you ever lived without it, okay? Your future isn't created in grand moments of inspiration. It's built quietly in your daily habits, in your small choices, in the invisible moments no one sees. That's where success hides, okay? In your consistency, in your discipline, in your habits. So remember, discipline starts the race. Habits finish it. And this was the message of today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And that's it. I see you in the next video. Bye.